Welcome everyone who's coming in. Here we are at week 6 already. And just about to get started here. We got 1 minute. I see, Carolyn, that you have begun recording. Just FYI, everyone. All right, well, it's 2 o'clock and we'll get going. This is CPA Connects School of Technology intermediate level PC and laptop session. We're here at week 6 today. Hard to believe already. And today's session is about social media and those sort of sites on the internet. So I did get an email from one of our participants saying that they had to leave early today. I do appreciate the heads up. Please, if you, whatever you have to do, if you have to go, just do whatever you got to do. I totally understand. All right. All right, so the first place we'll mention today is good old Facebook. This, to my knowledge, is kind of the original social media website. It was started in 2004, and it was originally, you had to be a college student. You had to have a college email to have a Facebook account. As you probably know, it has since expanded to everyone, and Facebook has become quite a dynasty online. They bought Instagram as well as WhatsApp. So I'm trying to think of the word, someone help me, when you own too many things and you have a corner on the market. Oh my goodness. And they'll bring a lawsuit to break you up. Does anyone know? Thank you. I don't know why I couldn't think of that word. I don't know that they have a monopoly, but they've got quite a little empire going there. But Facebook is a nice way to connect with family and friends, especially people who aren't close by. You can post as many times a day as you want and let people know how you're feeling or what's going on in your life. So you can sort of use it that way for personal connections. You can also join groups on Facebook, support groups or personal interest groups to meet people or, quote unquote, meet them online. We have an expression, we're Facebook friends. So someone that maybe you don't know even in person, but someone that you connect with online. Facebook has added features over the years, and one that's pretty useful is Facebook Marketplace. So you can list different items for sale there, or housing units. There's all kinds of stuff on Marketplace, and it's kind of become, I think, a little bit more reliable of a place to buy and sell than maybe say some other sites. I'm not going to name any other sites, but the thing that you can kind of see on Facebook, you can see someone's profile. So you can kind of get a little bit of information about your seller that way. And I think it makes people more comfortable to be able to kind of see who they're buying from. So that's Facebook. I have a video embedded here in the slides presentation that we may come back to depending on our time this session, because this guy has just a really nice tutorial about using Facebook. I know in our survey, Facebook was indicated as one of the things that people were interested in finding out more about. So depending on how our time goes today, it's probably going to play when I try to forward it.
Everyone.
Okay. Another site that people like that this would sort of be a quasi social media, but Pinterest. It's a place where you can collect information online that you are interested in. It's works really well for people who think visually, but you can create boards of things that you're interested in, and then you can save items to them by pinning them. So you can, it's just a sort of way to collect ideas. A lot of people, I think, maybe you have a big event coming up, a wedding or an anniversary, and so you're sort of collecting ideas about things you might need or want for that event. Maybe home decorating. It's just a place where you can kind of gather and organize information that you find online. Pinterest. And then that's the little icon if you were looking to download that app. Twitter is another social media site. This is a good site for people who think in words linguistically. You'll find all kinds of opinions on Twitter, as well as news. It's very political, but you just have a little space to put your thought out, 280 characters. So I think especially for people who are politically inclined, it's a fun little site. Reddit is another social media site. It's a news aggregate. You can also rate content and have discussions. There's a lot of, you can join sort of what are called communities or subreddits. And they're just groups that are based on a theme or a common interest. And then the members of that group vote on what gets posted, and that sort of moves it up or down the chain. So the more upvotes that you get on the content that's posted, the higher up you'll be in the feed of what people see. You can look at things on Reddit without being a member, but you won't be able to post or vote unless you join. And you can post links there, text, images, or videos. And this is their little Reddit guy. Instagram, also known as Insta or IG. This is a photo, video, and text sharing social network. You have those permanent posts that are part of your feed, or you can also add to stories, which just last for 24 hours. Instagram has developed a feature called Reels, which has just those sort of little short videos. It's very similar to TikTok. It's really kind of trying to come into that market, if you will. You can access Instagram from a computer, but it was really developed for phone, and it was very unique when it first came out in that regard, that the display that you see of the image on your post was created to fit on the space of a phone, and everything is sort of based around that size. So when you look at it on a computer, it doesn't quite look the same, and it doesn't quite have the same ease of use, because it literally was designed to be used on a phone. So this is our task today that we're going to work on, and that's leaving a comment on a website, which is a very frequent thing that people sort of do in social media. It's similar it'll have its own variations from site to site, but it kind of follows general rules. So let me come out of sharing the screen there. And just kind of want to hello to everyone who wasn't here before I started screen sharing. Welcome. So I'm going to walk through, we're going to use YouTube sort of as the model for the task. And I'm going to walk through the task just because when you go to do it yourself, then you're going to minimize the Zoom screen probably, unless you're watching this on a different device. So I'm just going to show you first, and then we'll sort of verbally go through. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to share my screen again. As always, if anyone has a comment or a question, please just jump in. So I already pulled up YouTube. As soon as I open it up, you know, I'm logged in, so it has me on, and you'll see when you once you have your YouTube set up, it'll sort of always recognize you on your device. On your left hand side, you have a bunch of options here. You have your home screen, which is where I'm at now. I could go to explore, and then it's gonna pop up different videos for me to kind of check out. It's going to give me options of genres to look at. And then my third here at the top are my subscriptions. And you actually have a list of those a little bit further down. I like ASMR, so I have a lot of ASMR and videos in my feed, but come back to the home screen. This has more options here about videos that you've watched or things that you've saved. You'll have a library where you have your collection of all of these things. And then you have a view history. There's a place here if you are creating content and posting it on YouTube where you'd find it under your videos, things that you save to watch later, and then a list of videos that you've liked. I'm going to just quickly show you how to save something to watch later. I'm just going to choose this first video. All these here on my home screen, this is kind of based off things that I've watched before, or things that are tangentially related. I watch a lot of comedy and animal stuff, so that's kind of a lot of what you see here. But we'll just take Orangutan Abe Says Hello. And then I'm scrolling down a little bit, and here this icon where it's got the plus sign with the lines, a little box came up there that says save when I hover over that. So I'm gonna click that, and then I'm gonna select watch later, and it's gonna save it there to that playlist. So I'm done. If I wanted to save it to somewhere else, I could create a new playlist, but I'm saving it to watch later. So let's go back here. Remember, our overflow menu here gives us more options. So I go to watch later, and then there it's it's going to be in my list, and it goes to the bottom. Got a lot of Orangutan Ape Says Hello there at the bottom of my list. So that's just a way if you want to, maybe, you see something, but you don't have time to look at it now. So just a way to sort of save that. For our task, we're going to practice leaving a comment. And I'm going to take us to the Community Partnership on Aging's YouTube channel. As you can kind of see here on my subscriptions list, I'm already subscribed to the community partnership, so it's going to pop up pretty easily for me. But and you see I've practiced, so it's already here at the top of my feed. But I'm going to put in community partnership on aging, CPA Connects Zoom. And the reason I'm doing that is because, here, I'll just go ahead and click. Community partnership, Carolyn, I don't know if maybe you can speak to this a little bit because you kind of run the channel. I don't know if you'd like to jump in. All right.
Yeah, sorry, I'm here.
That's all right. That's all right. I kind of put you on the spot.
No, that's okay. Yeah, so what you were saying about the YouTube channel, it's kind of hard to find. And that's because to have a custom URL, meaning youtube.com/community partnership on aging, we can't get that extension until we get 100 subscribers. So if you use YouTube, please subscribe to help us get there. Otherwise, you really have to search specifically community partnership, CPA Connects, Tasted Technology, stuff like that to actually find our content, because there's so many other videos that either use the word community or partnership or community partnership that we kind of get buried by the big guys. Does that sound about right?
Yes, you know what? Thank you, Carolyn. I apologize. I really kind of put you on the spot there. I was looking at this earlier today and I saw that we have 22 subscribers, which has really jumped up. When I first looked at it, we had 6, so we're growing. But as Carolyn says, until we have 100 subscribers, then we really don't get to kind of dictate the content as much as we'd like, and we don't come up sort of in the search as quickly. So when we do our practice, we'll look for this whole community partnership on aging, CPA Connect Zoom, and you'll see, and I sent this link to everyone, but this comes up. It's the playlist for those Zoom tutorials that Alex made. Alex is the other woman who ran some of the School of Technology sessions, the beginners. So here is the sort of title of the playlist or the video. And then underneath is the channel, and ours is called Community Partnership. So if I click on that, then I come to the actual Community Partnership channel on YouTube. And here's home, where it's just got, sort of everything. And then it starts with the most recent. So this is the last thing that Carolyn uploaded, which is last week's class. And then when you come to videos, then it's just got all of the videos that we have posted on our Community Partnership on Aging channel. Come to playlists, and then all the organized playlists of those videos. So all of the intermediate mobile classes are here on this playlist. All of the PC laptop are on this playlist. Alex's classes, the Android and Apple, CPA School of Technology, I guess that's all of them together. And then the Zoom tutorial. Here's some of our Connecting with Creativity classes, chair yoga, as well as some fitness. You may see one of our participants, Ms. Beth Parnan, in some of those videos. You can feature channels on your YouTube. We don't currently do that, but you would have them there. And here's a discussion. No one has posted there yet. And then in about, you'll usually see a sort of little blurb about the person or organization, when they joined. So Community Partnership joined in 2012. And we could find out the email address I have to certify that I'm not a robot. And then it's contact us at communitypartnershipOnAging.org. So just some ways to find out some more information. We're going to go back to those Zoom tutorials. CPA Connect Zoom. I'm gonna, here we are in the first one.
Hi everyone, today we will learn.
And I scrolled down and then here's my comments section. It's got, I'm already logged in, so my little icon shows up here, my purple flower. And then I'm just gonna add a comment. This video is great. Thank you. And then I'm going to select comment. And there you go. If I realize that I made a misspelling once I post, I can click on my overflow menu here, the 3 dots, and I could edit my comment or I could delete my comment. Maybe I changed my mind about what I wanted to say, and so I want to take it away. You always will have that option on YouTube, and frequently other places that you go, you can delete your comment or edit your comment. Some places that you post, you'll have to they'll have to review. I know I have a subscription to the New York Times, and when I choose to comment on an article that I've read, it always has to go in for review first, and then I'll get an email later that tells me your comment was approved. I've never had one not approved, but who knows? So some places it'll be immediate, and some place there'll be a sort of review period. But it's generally just that simple. A lot of times, I'm gonna stop the share here for a moment. A lot of times you will not be able to leave a comment on a website unless you have unless you're logged in or have an account.